Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got a robbery to tell you about from Greenville, where an IHOP again was held up by gunpoint. Now police say they got the report shortly after midnight on Monday. Of an armed robbery at the IHOP on Evans Street. Now employees told police a man entered the restaurant, held a worker at gunpoint and demanded money. The man got away with an undisclosed amount of cash, according to police. Now, detectives are working to get more information on the robbery and details on the suspect, as the robbery is still currently under investigation. Now, we also need to highlight a boil water advisory out of Martin. Your attention. Those of you in Martin County need to understand that this will be in effect from really now. It started from 9 a.m. and it will go until 5 p.m. later today. Now, customers on Ed Groceries Road from the intersection of Bailey Road to Prison Camp Road will experience periods of low pressure or water outages as NCDOT crews perform water abandonment work. Now, low to no pressure in the distribution system increases the potential for back siphonage and the risk of bacteria entering. The officials are urging customers in the area to boil water used for human consumption. Now, vigorous boiling for 1 minute should kill any disease-causing organisms that may be present in the water. A boil water advisory will also be issued tomorrow and Thursday in the areas of Leggett Mill from J&M Drive to Prison Camp Road and Prison Camp Road from Sam Everett Road, just past Archie Mobley Road and Wind Road. Now, Martin County officials say the advisories will remain in effect until further written notice. And finally, we want to leave you with a look at your weather forecast for today. Middle of the day, not a whole lot going on, but we will have another round of heat-driven showers and thunderstorms showing up later on this afternoon. Here's what we've got outside right now. Again, the rain showers that we've been watching around the sounds continue to work their way eastward. Still have a few leftover showers there through the center of the Pamlico Sound heading towards the Outer Banks. It will still provide maybe a little bit of some rain to areas south of Rodanthe, but again, not much there. We again continue to watch just maybe a few isolated spot showers around eastern North Carolina. Really not a whole lot present. As we head into the afternoon hours, the heat that we gain over the next few hours will help power the storms that carry us through 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 p.m. tonight. Now, once we get past sunset, a lot of those showers and storms will fade. Right now, air temperatures generally in the mid-80s. Humidity, dew points in the mid to upper 70s, point towards a very humid atmosphere and one that is primed for storm action. That will happen again later on this afternoon as the heat climbs. 91 degrees for your high today. We're expecting to get into the mid-90s by tomorrow, which is why tomorrow and Thursday will be first alert weather days because of that heat. Now, the heat coming up tomorrow could lead to a few thunderstorms, but today's thunderstorms I do think have a little bit of a better opportunity for greater coverage over eastern North Carolina. Tomorrow it's going to be a little bit more minimal in terms of shower and storm coverage later in the day. Here's a picture by the time we get to around 5 o'clock. Again, cluster of storms moving into the east from the west. That will die out as we head towards midnight tonight into the early hours of tomorrow morning. And then Wednesday starting out partly to mostly sunny, finishing the day mostly sunny and experiencing some temperatures that will reflect just that. We are looking at air temperatures reaching into the mid-90s for your Wednesday as well as Thursday, which is why both days will be first alert weather days as your heat index will be into the triple digits. Humidity will remain high, and with air temps in the mid-90s, again, your feels like temperature will be between around 100 to up to around 107 degrees. Now, later Thursday evening into Thursday night, we're going to be tracking a line of thunderstorms. That is the cold front that should help stabilize the atmosphere as we head into the upcoming weekend. The problem is, it's really not going to give us that much of a cool down. In fact, overnight lows will stay in the low to mid 70s through Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Now, daytime highs will come down from the mid 90s into the low 90s by Friday. But really, we're talking about a 4-degree drop. That's really not going to be all that noticeable. You aren't going to walk out your door on Friday and say, wow, this is cooler air. No, you're very much going to be kind of rinse and repeating your words from Wednesday and Thursday mornings. Wow, it is humid and it is hot and it is summer in eastern North Carolina. Well, that's all we have time for today's 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic Tuesday.